Windows 8 hard disk usage 100%. This is a problem I've seen described in many places. Super user, here, and so on. Microsoft support forums, here. The Lenovo forums have some users complaining about this too, here. Tom's Hardware, I'll spare you the links due to ads. Unfortunately, none of the solutions there have worked. In short, even with only system processes running directly from a boot, the hard drive usage goes to 100% and remains like that for an excessive amount of time. By that I mean, roughly 30 minutes before it drops back to 0%, and then any usage, e.g., opening Chrome, sends it back up to 100% for a long time. The amount of data being read from /written to the disk is minuscule, usually under a couple hundred KB/s, with enormous latency, usually upwards of 5,000 milliseconds. During this time, the computer is entirely unusable. Going back to the classic desktop can take minutes. Trying to launch, not actually launching, but just typing the name of a program to launch, can take minutes. Even booting and shutting down can take 5 to 10 minutes. About the computer, it's virtually new. Bought an LT 6 months ago and only used as a gaming PC. The only applications I've installed are VLC and AMP, Chrome, along with Steam and several games. 8 GB RAM, 1 TB HDD, 750 GB free, Windows 8 came pre-installed. I have tried almost everything suggested in the various forums and links above. Superfetch is disabled. I've done a clean boot. I've disabled hibernation support. The virtual memory is set to 8000 MB initial size and 16000 MB maximum size. I've disabled all startup processes and all non-Microsoft services. The power management is set to high performance. The DVD drive is disabled, WTF I know, but I'm desperate here and someone said it helped. chkdsk has been run and found no errors. The computer is up to date with Windows updates. This just started happening about a month ago, where it would be very slow for an LT, 1 minute and then would work fine. And then in the last week, just using the computer at all has become impossible. Prior to this, the computer would boot and be ready to go in about 10 to 15 seconds. Perhaps frighteningly, I can actually hear the hard drive clicking somewhat when the system shows the hard drive at 100%. Does anyone have any ideas for me? Update. I've booted onto a live version of Ubuntu. Here, browsing around the hard drive in Nautilus is snappy, but it's not really running under the same conditions, I suppose. Overall, it's very fast though. I ran a full SMART scan which brought these results. I don't really know how to read these, so some help here would be really nice. Update. I eventually gave up and sent it back to Lenovo. Their assessment was that the hard drive was defective and there was apparently something wrong with the OS too. The machine was just returned with a new HDD.
It sounds like an issue I have seen on multiple systems in the past/recent present. The key things that I see here are the clicking noise, in addition to the enormous latency. From what I can smell, it seems like the heads on the drive are sticking, or have come loose. CHKDSK is a great tool that can be used to check for bad sectors and errors with the platters on the drive, but if the drive reads the information consistently, no matter how slow it is getting the information, as far as CHKDSK is concerned, your drive is still good. Sounds like a bad hard drive to me. I would take another drive, run Clonezilla or Ghost, and see how fast it runs after that.
It sounds similar to a problem I'm having with my Windows 8.1 machine. I have similar symptoms. I have tracked the problem down to the network list service. It seems to generate 4x2 GB files in the C:\system32\networklist/icons folder. I think the files are supposed to be icons. Check if you have 4x2 GB files named something ending _16.bin, _24.bin, _32.bin and _48.bin. Every reboot these files are deleted and then recreated on my machine, which causes the 100% disk usage and inability to use the machine for 15 to 20 minutes. Once all 4 files have been recreated, my machine starts working, but that takes 15 to 20 minutes. I'm afraid I have not found a solution yet, but I wonder if you have the same problem.
I have similar issue. See my question for details. Samsung laptop slowed down. I have spent days Googling for a solution, some links, SPERF, performance, to worker. One good hint was to clean up the Windows registry with CC Cleaner. My computer has plenty of RAM, but it looked like low RAM computer swapping all the time. So I decided to turn the virtual memory off. And it helped. When I start the computer, I still have to wait 5 minutes before it becomes usable. But once everything is running, the hard drive is not 100% utilized all the time. There are peaks when it is low and when it is high. Though I started to face low memory warnings, though page cache hold 3 GB of RAM. So I turned the virtual memory on and 100% HDD utilization was back. I turned the virtual machine off and it disappeared. It seems that Windows 8.x 64-bit virtual memory sucks.
Normally it appears when we enable the indexing accidentally. A bar which comes up while we are searching in Explorer. Just disable Superfetch and Windows Search. Run services.msc disable. Superfetch. Windows Search. Then disk usage will go back to less than 10%. Hope this will work.
If you want more support, please consider subscribing.